What's up, you guys? This is KJ and I am back up in here today with a new video. Today we are talking about Black Ink Crew. I decided to go ahead and do the reviews for Black Ink Crew because one thing I didn't do the first episode, so that's that on that. And I figured that I would start doing my shows again, you know, to try to get my subscriber count up possibly. So we're gonna try our luck on the Black Ink Crew, and this will be season 7, you guys. Season 7, episode 3, because they had 1 and 2 in a 2-hour episode last week that we're not talking about, but it's okay because we're just gonna pick up where we left off and get right into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about, though, mainly this is Black Ink Crew New York. All the main characters are back, and a couple of new people. We're gonna get to him in a minute. Alright, so we basically start off with Teddy and Tati outside recapping the night before, you know, when Caesar went off on everybody about the party and fired Walt. So they like how Caesar's gonna fire Walt, and you know, Donna, and how the party was just basically a flop. Like, this was the worst party that Tati ever seen in the history of Black Ink ever in life. Not even Black Ink, but just ever in life. The party was lame. Nobody was there. So I mean, I get it. I get why Caesar was pissed off. But anyway, so he fires Walt and Donna last night. So they just recapping what happened. Walt walks up and basically still heated about the situation and what happened last night and how Caesar just gonna fire him and single him out and all of that stuff. Which I think personally, you know, he might have singled him out, yeah. But at the same time, I feel like, excuse me, Walt was responsible for this. I think this was his responsibility to make sure that there were going to be people there and at this event, you know, and that was, he put him on marketing. Anytime somebody asks me what Walt do in the shop, I be like, Walt is working promotions. That's what I always say. Even if somebody who don't even watch a show or just like never really seen a show, and they be like, well, what do he do? I say Walt is promotions. Walt is promotions and marketing. That's what I've always known him to be. And I've been watching this Black Ink since season 1, since the day 1. So that's what I've always known Walt to be, was the marketing guy. So I say that he is marketing. So when C's put him on marketing, I'm just like, okay, well, that's what Walt do. Walt, let's get these people in here. So I can get, you know what I'm saying, I understand why he might have been a little irritated that, you know, they didn't have anybody there, because Walt is supposed to bring the crowd, you know, based on his promos and marketing strategies. So the question is, did he promote enough? Because, you know, there's a new guy in the shop named I think his name is Ace or something like that. But anyway, he's in the shop, and so he was telling Caesar, like, you know, I ain't even seen no promotion on this, you know, I haven't seen anything, I haven't heard anything about it, you know. So he was wondering like where everybody at last week. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that later too. Anyway, Walt come up. He's still heated and pissed off about the situation and how Caesar just blamed him and singled him out and all this stuff. So basically what Teddy seemed like, you know, he agree with it. Like, you know, he really can't blame just one person on this, whatever that means. But like I said, Walt is supposed to be promotions. Nobody else was responsible for it. So maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, so he was telling him that, you know, he kind of agreed with Walt on this, that Caesar's trying to blame him for the whole shebang, a whole thing falling apart. Then Donna comes out of, you know, basically, and Walt and Donna shocked to see each other, because when Walt got fired, Donna hadn't got there yet, and when Donna got fired, Walt had already got fired, so they didn't even know each other was here, you know, they didn't even see each other, you know. I don't know why Walt didn't see Donna at the club the night before. Maybe he was too geek. Maybe he was too messed up. I don't know. But he seems to not even know she was there, and she was the same way. So he was like, where you come from? She's like, where you come from? He was like, but then so Tati, like, both of y'all got fired last night, you know. So they're talking about it, whatever. And Donna feels like, for whatever reason, somebody please clue me in why Donna feels like she's the best tattoo artist that C's got, because that's a damn lie. We already know that. I don't even know why Donna don't know that, but whatever. I guess they egging her up or got her head going. I don't know what made her think that, but she tripping. But she's like, Donna, you know, she can't fire him. He can't fire her. She the best he got. Whatever. So, Tati decides that the whole New York crew need to just come on down here to New Orleans and let's get this shop together for real. Let's go ahead and get this grand opening going, and we need all the help that we can get. So they go in, Black Ink on 3, we're gonna get this done and we're gonna get this party hot for the grand opening, right? Okay, cool. So meanwhile, Donna's idea she's gonna go ahead and just think of some kind of idea to kind of make the shop pop and the grand opening shop bring everybody in, so she decided to get with Sky and Tati and talk about what they could do. So she come up with bikinis, signs, neon lights on Bourbon Street. So they all seem to be with it. So this is what they're gonna do to basically try to get the crowd into the shop or whatever for a grand opening. Look like Donna might be on promo now. I mean, hey, that was a good idea, actually, especially with Bourbon Street, because it'd be a lot going on, a lot of people there all the time. So, and people into tattoos these days. So, hey, that was a good idea, I would think. Anyway, I'm trying to stay in this light for y'all, because it's real, like, gloomy outside. It's really, like, rainy, so I'm trying to stay in the light. Where was I? So, then Kit and Jada arrive, because that's the New York reinforcement that's coming in. So, Kit and Jada come in, and Tati is not here for Jada, okay? Now, for everybody who don't know, last season, Jada and Tati got into a fight because Jada was messing with Teddy, and there was some whole jealousy situation. I think Tati was dancing with Teddy or something like that. So, they got into this huge fight back in Miami last season, and obviously, Tati is not quite over this situation. So when Jada comes in with Kid, Tati like, I invited Kid, I didn't invite Jada, and she asked Jada she asked Kid, what is Jada doing here? But of course Kid kind of just like, we need all the help we can get, blah 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 blah. So they get to talking or whatever, and so this is the part that I didn't really like. It was whatever. So anyway, she was like, before we get into it, he's gonna make a toast or whatever. She was like, Jada, is there anybody here that you sleeping with? So so we all need to know, because that was basically the basis of the fight last season. She was messing with Teddy, and Jada didn't checked her, and Tati didn't really know, or wasn't even trying to get with Teddy, I don't think, but whatever. So she made the statement, Jada, is it anybody here that you're messing with? You know what I'm saying? Because basically, I don't want to get into another altercation with you about messing with somebody who you're messing with. But really, I think Tati was saying that to be petty, you know what I'm saying? She could have left that there. She could have let it go. So Jada was like, no, you lucky that it's not, and whatever. So they get into some little back and forth about when Tati made this announcement, and Tati decides to throw a drink on Jada, which basically is what started all this shit. Tati throws a drink on Jada, and basically from there they just started fighting and whatever. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at these notes. They started fighting, and basically I'm glad the VH1 showed the fight, because Tati really kind of whooped on Jada a little bit. Let's just be clear. From my understanding, I think Jada whooped on Tati last time, so Tati was quite ready this time to take a bite out of Jada, and that's exactly what she did. She kind of gave it a 1-2 punch before they kind of broke it up. Jada wig comes off flying on, the blue wig flying everywhere, and Tati don't look pressed. She looking like, this is my get back, and she ready. She ready. So, of course, Jada pissed off because this shit is happening, and I think last time maybe it was off guard, and now Jada's kind of just shook because it's like, whoa, she got me, you know what I'm saying? Even though Tati did start it, but I think Tati was prepared to start something with Jada today. Sky like, y'all did an eye for an eye, so can we just shake shake hands and make up or whatever? And Donna's jumping, and she was like, Jada, she's like, Tati, I had you in my hands. I could have did something to you. I could have got you. Donna, stay out of this, Donna. This ain't got nothing to do with you, for one. For two, why would you be trying to jump this girl? Like, jumping ain't cool. Don't do that. And I'm glad Donna did not jump in it. If anything, she was just trying to break him up from hitting on her friend, which is Jada. And Donna, like, she need to get over it. But whatever, Donna. You don't tell nobody to get over nothing, boo. So, anyway, so somehow they start going back at it again, and this is when because Tati was like, she's not scared of Jada. Jada, you think I'm scared of you? They just was still arguing back and forth, whatever. And they ended up going back at it again. And they still didn't really get to touch each other. But Jada was like, it ain't over. C's back at the shop because he basically mad, you know, how things went the night before. And how he had to fire Walt and had to fire Donna and all this stuff. So, he was just like, you know, nobody came to the party. He trying to see why didn't nobody come to the party and what do this mean? Like, is his business flopping or they ain't messing with them no more? He don't really know what that mean. And the new dude come in. I think his name was Ace. Yeah, the new dude come in and he really, you know who he looked like, y'all? Let's just be clear now. Sky posted her sons on Instagram, and everybody saw the beautiful pictures of her and her sons reunited. This nigga looked like Sky's oldest son, y'all. He looked like Genesis to me. Like, he could be related to Sky and them. He looked like Genesis to me. And if y'all go look on Genesis Instagram, this guy looked just like, they look alike. I don't care. This dude looked like Genesis. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. So anyway, he at the shop helping Caesar, and he was like, you know, yeah, they got kind of carried away because they was in New Orleans, you know, that's the city vibe, you know, he understand it, you know, whatever. But Caesar was like, you know, he can't be using that for an excuse, you know what I'm saying? They here to work. So they're helping out Caesar, whatever, with the shop. And so Walt come in, and Caesar and Walt decided they want to talk and whatever. And basically just in that conversation, they made up. Walt not fired. I mean, he told him that, you know, he singled him out. He embarrassed him, saying that in front of everybody. C's kind of apologized for saying that he was a drunk in front of everybody last week because, you know, that's embarrassing to say. Walt was just like, you know, he had a couple of drinks. He was having fun, you know what I'm saying? But he here to work. He trying to get his kids back. He ain't really trying to go through all of that. So they made up. It's cool. They still boys. Caesar realized that Walt loyal as hell to him and Black Ink. So they cool. Where am I? What happened after that? Walt, oh no, Kit and the crew at the shop getting everything ready. They actually working for a change right now. So they getting everything ready at the shop for the grand opening. The grand opening is like in 24 hours. Alex is interviewing a new tattoo artist. Donna's sweeping. And even though she fired, quote unquote fired, she don't really care nothing about that. And Kit, like, you know, even though she fired, we need all the hands we can get. So Sky making experimental drinks for the grand opening or whatever. And Jada, she ended up having to stay home because the way Kit put things, Sky is somebody calling me. The way Kit put things, Sky is in fact not Sky. Tati is in fact an asset to this company. So, you know, why would she be there? She should be there because she has put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this event, into this shop. So she had to ask Jada to stay home. Okay. Caesar comes in and he's shocked to see Donna. He like, what you doing here? You know, because he so-called fired her. But, you know, basically, Kit kind of jumped in and was like, Caesar, stop tripping. Donna was like, Caesar, calm down. She was like, stop tripping because we need Donna. We need her help. So he just gonna go on and let that slide or whatever. Let that be the end of the bullshit from last night. But, so Mel come in and Mel already has a client, you guys. Mel is ready to work. She already got a client and she's ready to shop, ready to get in. And so she in there doing her tattoo. I forgot what it was. Some kind of picture of her mom or something like that. Like a portrait. Mel is nervous about meeting up with her white side of the family, her Caucasian side of the family, because Mel is Caucasian and black. So she's nervous about meeting up with her Caucasian side of the family. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. She's nervous about meeting up with her Caucasian side of the family. So, they talk about that, but she basically, the family disowned her mom because her mom got pregnant by her dad, and her dad is a black man. So she's trying to kind of rekindle with them, but they haven't talked to the mom in like 40 years. Ted and Tati gonna have this little cool moment where they talking about whatever, everything, and talking about how they feel and all that stuff. And Ted is kind of team Tati, and he really kind of sick of the Tati and Jada situation, and he feel like they kind of bullied her and ganged up on her when she first started working there, which I feel like they did. I mean, they fought the girl as soon as she got there. They fought her the second time she came, the third time. I mean, she already had 3 or 4 fights, and she ain't even been on the show much, really, honestly and truly. So they definitely have been bullying her. I don't really know what the issue is or whatever, but they've been bullying her, and said he basically tired of it, and he really feel like, you know, Jada is mad more so with Tati based on him, and he don't think it's cool. He don't think that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Either him and Jada ain't like that for real, it ain't that serious, it's over, or you tripping, you know what I'm saying? You just tripping. So Tati and Teddy, you know, they get to having flirting or whatever, and basically, you know, Teddy just like, you know, I'm team Tati and I'm gonna look out for you, and this is what it is. We all know Teddy love the bitches and the bitches love Teddy. Shout out to Bondi Blue. So they on Bourbon Street, and they walking and promoting and smiling and laughing, and it seems to go well. Everybody is holding their signs, and I don't even know if they had on bikinis or not, but everybody seems to be enjoying this promotion on Bourbon Street. Let's see, where am I? Oh, I was just gonna say that I have not been to New Orleans in quite some time, and when I was watching it, it kind of made me think about wanting to go to New Orleans. I have been several times, but I haven't been in quite some time. The last time I think I went was when they had All Star in New Orleans. I don't even know what year that was, but it's been a while ago. And also too, I want to do an Essence Festival one day, so we'll see. I'm just trying to, you know, work on that, whatever. Back to the show. Anyway, Mel is back in New Orleans, but she's at a bar or restaurant or something, and she's waiting on her family member to show up, the cousin that she's supposed to be meeting. And you know, she been waiting there for like 30, he already over 30 minutes late, but she's still trying to be patient or whatever. So she basically feeling stood up, and long story short, she got stood up. She called her mama and told her mama what was going on or whatever. Her mama was just like, you know, I'm sorry this happened, I hate this happened, you know. She was like, I was trying to reach out and do a good thing, and the mama was just like, you know, I'm sorry, you know how that did me. They still don't talk to the mama, so I'm sure they're not gonna be open to talking to Mel if they still, after 40 years, still to this day, don't talk to her mama, and she's still with her man, which is the black daddy, which is Mel's father. So it is what it is. I guess it's safe to say that her black family loves her. Back at the shop, the party is going on, you know, everything. Jada and Tati must have got into it again, because Kit tells us that she had to have Jada stay at home again because Tati deserves to be here based on all of the effort that she has put into the shop. So at the party, you know, Walt is sober and having a good time, and he lets us know, you know, this is how you can have a good time and be sober. Look at me, I'm doing it. So I'm glad that Walt is getting back on the straight and narrow, and that it was just drinks for fun, and that he got some control over his shit. You know, that's always important for a man to have control over. Man, woman, self-control is important. At the bar, I got confused a little bit on this scene, because Scott was irritated about either the plastic cups that the drinks was coming in, or the shot glass that the drink was coming in. I'm not really sure, but and if she wanted break 1 shot or 2 shots, like, I'm not really sure what she was tripping about. But the bartender was like, oh, so you never, she was local, you could tell she was local by her accent, but she was like, oh, so you never drunk out a shot glass before? So Scott was like, no. She was like, oh, so you bougie. And so Scott was like, did she just call me bougie? Yeah, she just called you bougie because you're really trying to be extra about what the fuck you drinking out of, and how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, you clearly you ain't paying for nothing. So if you sit at the bar, drinks is unlimited for you, shut up, chill out, you know what I'm saying? Scott get all upset, obviously gets disrespectful with the girl, and the girl tell her, you know, I don't give a damn who you are and what you doing, or what none of this camera shit. You're not finna be disrespecting me, you know what I'm saying? So obviously they had words. Then I went back and looked at it. It looked like Allison, which is Scott's best friend with the blonde hair, the cute girl with the freckles. She kind of had some words with the bartender too, and she was trying to throw water on the girl or something. I don't know what was going on in this scene. I kind of got confused, but whatever it was, I felt like Scott was tripping, trying to be extra, and this is what caused this scene. Meanwhile, it was some shit going outside where some girl was on a stretcher, and Caesar walk outside to find out what's going on, and come to find out it's not about the shop. It's some shit was going on down the street, so it wasn't it. Finally, Jada comes in to let them know she will not be told when and where she can go and where she can go and what she can do and be a part of. So she's a part of Black Ink, and that's that. So she at the damn party with her little cute little dress on, and she ready to party. So she strolled in, and Kit was telling her, like, what you doing here? What you doing here? She was like, I'm supposed to be here. What you mean what I'm doing here? So she tell her that she will not be told, and Tati, and basically Tati started with her. So I just want to have a conversation with Tati. Jada want to have a talk with Tati too, basically a civilized conversation. But because Teddy is so convinced that this is all about him and all about his penis and all about him, then he kind of trying to jump in and, you know, be Captain Saver Tati or whatever. And it's so not necessary. So Jada is getting irritated with this. You know, it's just like Teddy's telling her, you know, like, all this stuff you got going on, this whole Tati thing. Obviously, he don't think it's cute. He not attracted to that. Like, go on somewhere, cut that, you know, stop. And she was just like, you know, it ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted to have a conversation with Tati. Teddy trying to get all in the middle of that. They finally try to go have a conversation because Tati was like, we're going to talk. If she want to talk, we're going to go talk. But meanwhile, Teddy's still trying to get in the place in the middle of it. So she get frustrated and pissed off and push Teddy. Teddy's like, quit pushing me. And he get mad and tell the girl she fired. Try to fire the girl. So, of course, Jada is now even more irritated. Like, how you gonna fire me? You, first of all, don't even know what happened. Second of all, this ain't about you. And third of all, I'm trying to have a conversation with her. I ain't come here for this. I ain't trying to do all this. I'm just trying to have a conversation with the girl. But because, like I said, Teddy is all into his feelings as well. He fires the girl. Caesar walk over there like, what the hell going on? Teddy was like, man, she gotta go. She the problem. She bringing all these issues. She gotta go. Caesar like, you know, that's how you feel, cuzzo? He was like, that's how I feel. So Caesar tells Jada, you know, Jada, I don't know what's going on, but you gotta go home. You know, I'm working. We at the club. We at the party. You know what I'm saying? This is business. You just gotta go home. Y'all figure that shit out. Caesar didn't necessarily say, okay, you fired, you done. But he was saying, y'all figure it out. But right now ain't the time, ain't the place. So you just gonna go if y'all ain't gonna be able to coexist up in this thing. Jada is so upset. She crying. I actually feel sorry for her at this point because she's so upset and crying about this and she's not really being heard. And I really don't think she did anything wrong in this case, in this instance, on this day, at this time. I don't think she did anything wrong. So I feel like they kind of just ganging up on her. But hey, y'all gang up on Tati too. And this is how it feels. So maybe you should take a step back and look at what you've been doing. And you and your friend Donna and all her ratchetry. Oh my gosh. She wasn't really a big part of this episode. But baby, she was definitely a part of the last episode. And I like Donna, but I had some things to say. But we'll get back to her when she come back around, which I know she will soon. Anyway, so it kind of ended where Jada actually just left the shop. Was like, fuck you, Teddy. And she left the shop and was just like, bump it. So that's it, you guys. That was the end of the episode. What I was wanting to say as far as Teddy and these girls, y'all, Teddy is basically, he has dealt with a lot of women in the shop. He has slept with a lot of women in the shop. And I just feel like Teddy need to stop messing with these women in the shop, because you can't work and sleep with somebody at the same job. Y'all working way too many close quarters to be you know, just casually having sex like that and don't think nobody's feelings gonna get involved. And Teddy, you already knew that Jada was in her feelings about you last season when she was popping off on everything and everybody, and Sky popped off on her and all that. So you knew Sky got in her feelings about you, Jada got in her feelings about you, so you knew that how Jada felt anyway. So I don't know what was going on behind the scenes in Jada and Teddy, but I just feel like Teddy need to stop messing with these girls at the shop. Don't. Find them outside the shop, Teddy. That's the best thing for you and your peace. And my other thing I wanted to say an opinion on was why don't they like Tati? So I don't know exactly why they don't like Tati. Like I said, they started bullying her when she first got in the shop, and ever since then it's just been we want Tati type of situation. Donna don't, you know, I don't know why they don't like her. I really don't. So guy hired her, the guys took to her, but the girls, they've been hating ever since she been there. y'all get down in the comments and tell me what y'all think about this episode. It was a pretty good episode. Kind of filler. I'm gonna probably give it a C plus at the most. But y'all get down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in another video. Peace.